Good evening. Welcome to Derail Valley Simulator. I'm Digger, and yes, tonight we're going to do some hooking and hauling and hooking. Actually, hooking, hauling, dropping, and hooking. That's what we're going to do. And first, we got to get them going. We've already got one hooked that we're going to have to drop and then rehook. I'll explain as we go, Lucy. Got to figure out what I want to do. I kind of know, but it's our newly painted engine here. Paint's still wet on it. And I'm way high here. Make sure we're connected. Yep. Looking good. Oh, no, I don't want to go that way. Oh, that's the wrong track. I do want to go that way. Pretty newly painted engines. Yeah, we're running like that for a little while. I'm going to paint them back. I like the other paint better. Big truck, big tires. Parker Schnaubel's gonna love these. This whole load, actually. He's got bigger stuff than this. We're gonna have to go way out here. Wait a minute. Let's see. We're gonna have to drop, stop, and drop. You didn't know what you was doing, did you? Thought you did. Man, you couldn't have done that any closer. Forgot to look at the military load. It's probably different than last time. I've already got the plans, so probably won't change. Pick up a load of cars, tower crane parts. On where? E40, I'm not even sure which track that is. No, that's what I already got hooked up, duh. This is what I'm looking for right here. I know where E40 is. Okay, B50, that sounds more like it. Okay. Don't mind me. It's just think that I just woke up, so I do feel better. My mouth is feeling a little better. My wound is starting to heal and feeling better. My mouth wound. My tooth socket is healing, so it's all good. I was Kind of wondering there for a little bit. I was worried about infection mainly. I think I'm going down the right track here. 5-0, right? I don't see him. There I see him. Okay. We got empty cars. That's unusual. Okay, let's hang a Louie with you too, I think. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally turned that one right. This load here is going all the way back to the harbor. That's why I'm hooking it behind here, because we got to drop those over there at the iron ore mine. Hopefully we'll get all this hooked up tonight. We'll probably camp out at the oil refinery. Tower crane parts. I don't see any tower crane parts. Oh, that was on. It's just cars. Man, I am really discombobulated. Tower crane parts. That's where I seen that. And must be in the box cars. Okay. Let's go get our other guys. Empty cars. I've never seen that at the military base up here. Load and prepare a train with military cars for departure. Not today. Ain't happening. Hey, what about me? Keep going, keep going. Oh, we gotta drop those. B2I, B2I, B2I. I think my switches might be already set. I'll have to veer off the main track, but I think the rest of them are set over at the iron mine. When you come right out of that tunnel, there's a switch. You gotta be careful right there. Let's look at this again. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. It's the third one on the right, next to the last one actually. So we go in on 5. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'll look at that a couple more times before I get there, because I will have forgotten it by the time I get this thing going again. Oh yeah, that's me. I think we should have plenty of fuel to make the round trip. Pretty good little jaunt over to the oil refinery. We'll probably be camping out there. I've been playing around with my new Commodore 64 Mini today, adding games to the carousel. My favorite games to the carousel. So far successfully, and there's a couple I got to go back. I got to change the joystick ports on a couple of them, and you can set your joysticks to whatever buttons operate whatever you want it to operate. It's a neat little program. And then you save it to a binary file, and it's just like a firmware update to the C64. It burns it on the C64 Mini. Awesome. What am I doing here? I'm jabbering and getting out of control. Actually, this would be better. Let's do that. Give me that. We're all right. We're only 50. There's our destination for the first drop, right there. And I'm going to be doing some basic programming for the first time since 1985, 86. Love it. I'm going to try to recreate a couple programs that I wrote back then that I do not have the discs anymore. I got one disc that I wrote. It took me 4 years to finalize my program, but it can only run on a Commodore 128, which I do not have. I've got a full-blown 64, got 3 of them actually, but I bought this Mini because it's USB, so don't have to mess around with a disk drive, which I really love. Love it. Got this one game I'm looking forward to playing with my friend called Archon. It's like chess, except you got Valkyrie and I don't know what all. You got ground soldiers, you got air soldiers. And when both of you land on the same square, it opens up into a whole new scene where you have to fight for that square, and whoever wins the fight wins the square. It is so neat. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practicing on that. Okay, well, I better be quiet because we're coming into some stuff here. This ought to give me a heads up on my switch, so let's just slow it down a little more. Okay, we're going right. That's good. That's where we want to go. Must have went this way last time. let's get on out of here. Here we go. V2I, as the doctor ordered. Brand new spanking clean tracks. Not even a speck of dust on them. Watch your neck, watch your chin, watch your head, or it'll do you in. Oh, you know, I didn't do the brake. Ah! Man. That's what happens when I get out of this. I don't have to go all the way back there. I can do it on any one of them. We'll try this again. This time I want a green. Yeah, that's more like it. 64,876. And I spent about $500,000 painting them things, so and buying paint for the next paint job. So I'm down a little bit because I was getting close to 75 mil. What did I say? I was getting close to 74 mil. See, nothing. To the steel mill. Oh, here's another one to the steel mill. 1,462 ton. Man, 309 meter train. That's a pretty good one. But we're not going to mess with it. We're going to the oil refinery. Next stop, all aboard. I don't know why it turns my LEDs off every time I open the game. Even when the lights are on, it's showing that they're not. Just one of them things. Okay, let's go. Peg them amps. Get it out of here. Shouldn't be pegging very long because you ain't got much weight behind you. Okay, to the oil refinery. Tunnel. Got a 40 coming up after this tunnel, I think. Yeah, dropping to 40. there's our destination track. We're getting ready to head downhill and hit a switch. So I better get back down here and get us some braking action. I think this is a 20-mile-an-hour switch. Gotta do some slowing down. I know it's kilometers, but in my book it's miles. They were going to give you that option at one point, but I've never seen it yet in any of their upgrades where you could choose metric or imperial. You got to get her slowed down, buddy. Still got heavy brakes going on in it. Or we can drop back a little. We're gonna have to start throttling here in a little bit. Zone is right here. About ready to find out. Head on into the 60 zone. Back to see if you was looking back to see if you was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. Old song. Yeah, it tells my age. It's okay. Oh, don't tip off of this one. That wouldn't be a good thing. Going into the 40 zone. And a switch coming up. We are about to the oil refinery. I know where I'm going. There it is. Yep, well, just let it default. It should take us straight through. Slow her down a little bit. Let's get out of this mess. Well, you are now in the OR. Does everybody feel okay? I don't even remember the wreck. We're looking to hook that one up right there. I got a flag on it up here. But you can't already see it till you're right on it. I think my flag no, there it is, right over there. I was gonna say, I thought it despawned. You don't need throttle here, you need brake. Come on, dude. Some out of you. Where are we going? There's 3, 4, 5. There's my flag. Merge the tracks and stop your train right there anytime. I did it just almost perfect. Ziggy, time.
The time is 6:18 p.m.
There's another one going. That's going to C2I. What did I do? What happened? Where'd it go? That's spent nuclear fuel, and this one here is too, I think. You got some money train coming up. What happened? It disappeared. Oh. That's the one I wanted right there. What was I looking at? C2I is where it's going. And this one, D4I. C yard, D yard. That's a backer. I got to back that one in. Well, let's look at this thing at least. Where'd that come from? That's what happened. He picked up a job that I didn't even want. $3,000. City South. Where'd that come from? Get out of my life. I want to look at this one. 30,000 diesel. What's our other one? Is that diesel? Looks like diesel, I think. That's right next to where we're at. Going to E80. This stupid inventory thing. Playing inventory roulette still after all these years. That's a backer. I think we're going to go ahead and take this. V40. V40. Let's go put our flag back on that one so we can tell where we separate. Well, we'll put it on. How'd you miss that? We'll know we're done couple. Right in front of the flag. Okay, let's get that thing going. Let's hook this up. Man, it's going to be a long, dangerous train. $29 cars plus 4 engines. We're going to need a caboose on this one. Seems like it's longer than that. It sure looks longer. about 530 meters. Well, that's going to do it for this evening. So you all have a good evening. Thank you for watching. Diggers out of your hair once again.